Welcome to part 2 of Library from Scratch. I'm looking a bit more baggy-eyed than last week, and I've also inhaled about 1 kilo of dust, so you have to bear with me. I've been carrying on with the reading. I've now finished all the non-fiction, except the biographies, because basically I can't get to the biography shelf for all the stuff I've piled up. So the reading pile now looks like that for the non-fiction. And it means that I've opened up the shelves, so they look really nice now. I think it's a really good start. Obviously, I now need to fill that with what's missing. I think there's certain sections that are quite surprisingly not so good. So art and geography, particularly, I want to have a look at, and also to get some nice poetry in. The next to the door here, the geography and history sections are here, and I still have a little bit of space to play with and to display, and there's also some display areas here. Okay, so that's a kind of work in progress. The fiction, what I've done, because I really wanted to get an understanding of what was already there, I've taken everything off the trolleys, and I've also taken everything off the spinners, so it looks a bit odd at the moment, and the spinners obviously will fill everything up again with that. And I'm kind of breaking it down just for now, just to help me understand what's there, and also I want to see if there's a good way of displaying the books for the kids. So I've got, in the first bay here, I've got kind of classics, and then the next shelves next to it, that's kind of adult fiction, so that's what I'd expect the sixth formers and the teachers to be reading. Then next to that is kind of the older teen fiction. So that's those two bays there, and there's some big gaps there, and there's loads of such great stuff that we are missing. And there's also a few things where we've only got like part 2 of a 4-book series, so I need to have a look at that and just check, if I need to order that or not. And then the fiction for the younger kids, the kind of under 14s, is these 2 shelves here, and it's really handy just to be able to see that, okay, yeah, we have got pretty much all the cherubs, and again, it's about what's missing and what's not there. So that my thing next week is to get that back onto the spinner and think how I'm organising that. What else this week? I haven't touched the Easy Read yet, this trolley here, so that's my joy later on. I've had a lot of kids in this week, and pretty much full of sixth formers, because they're not all allocated their space yet, so we'll see how that goes. I really want to be able to get other classes in, so if I've got sixth formers all the time, it's going to be a bit of a juggle. I do need to show you a very important thing, which is my new kettle. Very important. I am a caffeine addict, so it's very handy to have that there. It seems to be working quite nicely. And this is quite sweet. The kids, this is such a Kingham thing. The kids came around today and sold me some vegetables from the eco club. So I have lots of tomatoes and very strange looking cucumber. Let's see if I can find that. I'll tell you what that's like later. Apparently it's very watery. I do have to show you, see if I can find it, the oldest book that I've read so far is this one here. And it's from 1930, and I'm actually going to keep it because I think it's a really interesting reference, not only because it's a local history book, but also I love stuff like this. It's has all these old adverts in, and I'd love to know, I should set a challenge for the kids, how many of these businesses are still going. My very favourite one is this guy, Fred Lewis. He's a builder, undertaker and sanitary engineer. There you go. I knew I forgot to show you something. I wasn't going to do a big read of the fiction because I kind of thought it was okay, but as it transpires, there was quite a lot of old stuff. So I've managed to generate an entire trolley worth of fiction reading. And what I usually do with fiction reading is that I'll put it in a big box once I've taken it off the catalogue, and I'll just let the kids take what they want, and I'll recycle anything else. So that's about it. I've started fiddling with the tech a bit, but I haven't got much to show you right now. So we'll see how that goes. And I've also ordered some exciting library stationery, so maybe I'll show you that next week if it comes. Okay, have a nice weekend. Bye.